Okay, hi, my name is Michael Lemanski, and I teach at Juliana's Academy of Dance. I had my first tap class when I was 16 at a little rinky-dink studio called Dance Class. And then when I was 18, I started going to this show choir workshop out in Macomb, and I met my friends, who are now my friends, Heather Kay and Leslie Kay, and they were sisters that danced at Gotta Dance, and I was like, I want to learn how to dance. So they're like, come with us, come take class. So I started there competing. Actually, no, my first summer there, because I didn't know anything, I was with like 10-year-olds when I was 18. And then in the fall, they put me with the competition kids, and I danced there and for 9 months. And then, so I trained in LA for a summer. I did the Edge program for the summer. When I was in New York, I would go to Steps and Broadway Dance Center. I learned a lot from people I did shows with. Like, they would teach me a lot of things. So one of my biggest influences was my choir teacher, Jane Christie, at Sterling Heights High School, because she just gave me the passion for the arts and like the love and the drive and the dedication to it. We used to have Chris Dupree, Eddie Garcia. I mean, these are older people that I used to take class with at conventions and stuff, you know. As far as being like a teacher, I mean, of course, my dance teacher, Sandy Sanitate, and my ballet teacher, Suzanne Hawkins, they were big influences, you know, on me. Probably Juliana, just because I didn't know how to teach, and she just threw me into a class with a bunch of 7- and 8-year-olds, Morgan being one of them. And she's like, here you go, sink or swim, you know, like, and she would let me make my own mistakes, and she would let me make my own choices. She never really told me what to do. She would give me her opinion, but it was always my decision. Like I said, 9 months after I started dance is when I got hired at Disney. Went for a dancer call, but then I sang too, so I got the role of Aladdin and flew on a carpet and sang The Whole New World and did that, and as well as dancing in the show. But I moved to Myrtle Beach so I could do Radio City for the first time, and then I did that Christmas show for 5 years, and I was in it for 3, and then I swang it for 2, so I was the swing for the last 2 years. But in between there, like, I would do shows at the casino in Windsor. I did some TV commercials, teaching, you know, just stuff like that. And then at my last year of Radio City, I met this woman, Cynthia, who got me into doing halftime shows. And so I became her assistant on the Orange Bowl, and we did 3 Orange Bowls together. And then she got pregnant and handed the job over to me, and then I did the Alamo Bowl, the Hall of Fame game for the NFL, Pacific Life Holiday Bowl, the National Championship game. I didn't have the desire to be on stage. That was never my goal, like, was to be like, you know, some famous dancer or to do all this stuff. I just liked to dance, and it came easy. And so, but I always said I wanted to be the person that taught people to do the things that I did, you know, or didn't do, let's say. I think seeing what all you kids, all you guys go out to do, and that's what makes me proud. That's what makes me happy. Like getting into the, you know, a really good college program, or, I mean, I would say the thing that sticks out that comes to mind first is when I went and saw Evan on Broadway, and that was like my student and my assistant for so long, and then now he's in a Broadway show, and it's his first Broadway show, and he thanked me in the program and everything. So that was like the coolest thing, you know, and like I stood up, and I was the only one standing when he came out, you know, like that was the coolest thing. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Number one, like, staying true to myself, not trying to do what other people do, what's popular, what's in vogue right now. Do you know what I mean? And I've struggled with that over the last like 5 years. Like, okay, well, do I try to do what they're doing because it's successful in the competition world, or do I do what I do, what I'm good at, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, who cares? So that's been a struggle, you know. Burnout, just getting like, that's why I stopped doing like, I don't travel as much anymore. I don't go out and do the conventions or other studios, only during the summer when I'm not at Juliana's, but I haven't, in at least a year, I haven't gone out during the school year to go do anything else because it just burns me out. I would say technique, like teaching technique, I think would be a strength. Pushing kids to their maximum and then trying to push them even further. And stuff like that. But if you want to be a dancer, go out and work. No job is too beneath you. If you want to be a dancer, go out and work. Be a starving artist.